Hello everybody, and last week I did a video upgrading some Ninjago minifigures, but today I thought I'd upgrade some Marvel minifigures. So as you can see here, we've got a bunch of Marvel figures that we're going to be upgrading, so let's start. So first up, we've got StarLord from the Lego Marvel Advent Calendar last year, and this is a really nice minifigure, except for those legs, they're looking a little bit plain. So I'm actually going to take these legs from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2, and just to add a bit of boot printing similar to the Chitala StarLord legs, which I would ideally use, but I don't actually have them. But I still think these look really good. Also from the same advent calendar, you can actually get these headphones here, which also just look really nice and add a lot more detail to the StarLord minifigure. And I just think this makes him look a lot nicer than he did before. I think the extra added detail really pays off, and especially they're quite common legs as well, so they are really good. This is the 2012 SpiderMan, and he is a really common minifigure, and I just think it's a shame they didn't include any dual molded legs on him. So I'm actually going to take these legs here from a Builder minifigure from that I got, and just put them on like that. It's just such a simple way to add a lot more detail in, and it's a shame that Lego couldn't use this on the official minifigure, but I think it definitely just looks a lot nicer, as you can see there. The red boots just make him look so much better. So here is the Valkyrie from Avengers Endgame. As you can see, unprinted gunmetal grey legs, which I just don't think looks the best. So I actually am going to get these legs here, which is from a scout, not a scout trooper, a shadow trooper I believe they're called, from Star Wars, which just adds a little printing on the gunmetal grey legs. So as you can see, just taking that off like so. I just think this adds so much necessary detail, as you can see on the legs. I just think it makes it, they're so subtle, but I think it just looks so much nicer. And it just turns this minifigure, it makes her look a lot nicer than she did before with these plain grey legs. This is Mantis from the Infinity Saga wave, and Mantis is not the best minifigure. I think this hairpiece is really nice, and her torso is also really nice, but her face print is so inaccurate. Now, I would change that, but I couldn't think of a face print that worked. So that's actually not what we're going to be changing in today's video. Instead, I'm actually going to change her legs, just to add a nice bit of green and black detailing. I'm actually going to get these legs from Ninjago movie Lloyd, as you can see here. Just take off his legs like that. Take off Mantis's legs, and just add that bit of green detailing that is very much needed on the torso, not on the torso, on the legs. And I just think this looks so much nicer. Next up, we have Endgame Thor again, and this is a really good minifigure, except for those legs. But I think I've actually found the perfect legs to use on this minifigure. And these are actually the General Zod from the Superman Man of Steel sets. I think these are the perfect legs to use on this Thor, because they just add the right amount of detailing on the legs. So, as you can see there, I just think it kind of follows on from the suit quite well, in my opinion. And it's still got, obviously, it's still not the most clear legs, but they're still mainly unprinted, but they're just a small accent of detailing, I think, just makes this minifigure a lot nicer. This is Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy Advent Calendar, and I think he could also do with a bit of an upgrade. First up, the legs I don't think are the best, so we're actually going to swap them for these legs, just to make it look like Drax has put a Christmas jumper on over the top of his other clothes. And some people aren't the happiest with this new green colour they've used for Drax, and some people prefer the light grey that you used to use on him. So we can also swap out his headpiece like so. Ideally, we would use the one from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, where he's more neutral. But the angry face is the only one I've got for him, so that's just what we're going to be using in the video now. And I do think this looks a lot nicer. I do actually prefer the green on this specific minifigure. I think on the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 sets, the grey is more ideal, but I do think on this one it does look really nice. And finally, we just have a Chitauri from the Infinity Saga wave. And this minifigure obviously isn't the best. They're just like loads of random. The Chitauri are just army builders that Lego like to include in every single set. So I thought this is probably an upgrade you could only really do on one, because the minifigure I'm going to use, I believe, only came in 1 or 2 sets. And that is actually, we're going to be using this Ultron minifigure. So to start with, we're going to remove the legs from the Chitauri and remove the legs from Ultron, and put these legs on Ultron, because I just think they look a lot nicer and a lot more detailing. But also in the films, the Chitauri have this weird thing around their head, and you can kind of see Legos try to print it on. But I'm also thinking that you can actually just use this exact same piece from Ultron, like so, just to make it look just a lot more bulky. And I do think this is a really good upgrade to do to the Chitauri, except for like, I think the Ultron, I think it would be more ideal to have more detailing on Ultron rather than having this amount of detail on a Chitauri. But I think it still looks really nice, but it's probably not one I'm going to keep. So, as you can see, these are all the upgraded Marvel figures that we did in today's video. As you can see, most of the legs, if not all the legs, have actually changed on the minifigures. And it's only minifigures like the Chitauri and StarLord that we added things that aren't legs. But I just think with Marvel figures having no printed legs, the legs is really what needs to be upgraded each time. So, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And if you want to see a part 2, comment down below minifigures that you think need upgrading. And if I have them, I'll try my best. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.